YTPC. Padre Piper coming to you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube to say hello. YouTube Pipe community, I hope you are doing well and finding all the blessings in store for you that the Lord is just waiting to pour out onto you. Go looking for those blessings. Go looking for them, because when you count your blessings, what you find out is you just have more and more and more to count. It's just the attitude of gratitude. Find a way. Get yourself in it. I want to tell you about a couple of blessings that came my way today. I had no intention of making a video today. What is today? Today's Tuesday. Because I had made one on Sunday with Mark VV. We had a great time from smoking some clone tobacco. It was an attempt at a clone that was sent my way by Pacific Northwest Pipe Smoker. And it was I'm not going to blow it. I'm not going to say what the clone was, because you should watch the video. Mark tried to figure it out. I knew going in, but go watch that video if you haven't seen it yet. But today, Tuesday, once a quarter, okay, so monthly, I have my ladies out here. They're called the Women's Guild, and they get together and they have their monthly meeting on Tuesday mornings. And then once a quarter, we start their meeting with Holy Eucharist. And so today was that day. I said Mass for them, and it was wonderful. The president of the Women's Guild got here a little early to church this morning, and she brought me a gift, and she knows the way to Padre's heart. One of my absolute favorite candies. As you guys know, before, I have a little thing for peanut butter. She brought me a Halloween gift, and so what a blessed way to start the day. I was already sort of still on a high from last night watching Drew Brees get the break Peyton Manning, who's a great guy as well, but to break Peyton's all-time NFL passing record and yardage, and it was a phenomenal game. To my friends who are Redskins fans, I am sorry that we poured it on that way. You know, you guys have a good team. You beat yourself with some penalties last night. But anyway, just congrats to Drew Brees. I had a blast watching that. Get to work this morning and have that gift given to me. And then go out to the post office, to the, what do you call it, the post box, the mailbox. Found a package in there and didn't know who it was from. And I'm not good with this stuff. I spent about 45 minutes trying to figure out who sent me this. In part because you got bad handwriting. And I can say that because I have the world's worst handwriting. But I couldn't make out the return address. And I opened the box up, and oh my goodness gracious, it smelled so good, because included in this box was perhaps, I think, one of the finest smelling and tasting aromatics of all time. I don't know if you can read that. Sleepy Hollow, and that comes from the Strauss tobacconist. Oh, it's so, this is heavenly. I mean, you don't even need to smoke this stuff. You can just walk around doing this all day. Oh man. I mean, it smells incredible. So I got a whiff of that when I opened the box. And then I noticed there was something else in there, but there was another scent coming from it as well. And so there was this. There was Russ's monthly blend, which is a candy corn, which is appropriate for this time of the year as well. But that wasn't giving off the scent that I was picking up on. And I realized underneath that is a second layer. So I removed it, because I'm bright like that. I'm quick to pick up on these things. Now, mind you, at this point, I had no idea who had sent this. Even though they were very clever. They included some postcards. It said best Halloween wishes, and on the back there was a little note with beautiful handwriting. Little sarcasm there. I was able to make it out. It said, "Hello, Padre. Just a few treats, in parentheses, no tricks, for the autumn and Halloween season." And then it got kind of weird to read. I'm like, the karaoke cosplay. And then I realized that says, "Take care of my friend." And then it was signed. And I don't know if you could make that out. I was still having some problems. I'm like, I don't know what that says. Does it say monk? Does it say, I don't know. And then there was another card. I like this one a lot. It says, you ought to have a happy Halloween. And it's a little jack-o'-lantern. He's riding around in a red old-time car, and his headlights are jack-o'-lanterns. And on the back, it says it's not a Vespa, but at least it's red. But this one didn't have a signature on it. So I'm still kind of at a loss trying to figure all this out. But I'm still getting this aroma, this scent from this box that I've never smelled before, and I'm intrigued, and I'm like, oh, I like that. There's a nuttiness about it. There's a baked something about it, like maybe baked bread or a cake or a bakery or something. And I pull it out. Oh, this is another one. You can just walk around all day long. I don't smoke a pipe anymore. I just inhale the good smelling stuff. It smells so good, and it's labeled McClellan pastry. And not only have I never had this, I've never heard of it. And I'm so sorry I didn't, because something tells me I'm going to like this. I looked it up. It's a Virginia. It's Virginia based, but it's an aromatic. And I'm telling you what, it is the aroma, the bag note on this, it's phenomenal. I cannot wait to try this, to light this up. But wait, there's more. There really was. There's more in this box. There's 3 more tins, unopened tins that this person included in this shipment to old Padre. And again, never had it. Easy Street. Ain't there no more. It's a McClellan blend. One of the ones I've never had. Cool as the coolest jazz, soft as velvet nights, rich and creamy. A whisper of English walnut perfects this elegant black Cavendish. Something tells me I'm going to like it. And also in there, something I have had, something I really enjoy, and something that is almost impossible to get a hold of unless you want to pay dearly. And I don't have dearly to pay. So I am very appreciative of this Frogmorton across the pond. Now this, you got to remember, before McClellan went out, Frogmorton across the pond was already done, because this is made with Syrian Latakia, not Cyprian Latakia, Syrian Latakia. And, that ain't there no more. The Syrian Latakia is gone. So this went off the market months in advance of McClellan even closing. So I'm very, very appreciative of this being sent my way. Too kind. And I'm going to tell you who it is in a moment, because I finally was able to track this down. And then a third tin in there of a wonderful fall blend, Autumn Evening by C&D. This one was, along with Sleepy Hollow, was on my list. If you saw my top 5 list of autumn, fall pipe tobacco blends. So I was just clueless. I'm racking my brain. I couldn't figure out who had sent this. I couldn't read the return address, and so because I have a lightning fast mind, after about 45 minutes of trying to figure this out, I said, okay, I know what I'll do. There's a tracking number. Let me plug the tracking number into the old interwebs. And when I did, I realized that this package had originated in Rhode Island. And then it dawned on me that that name on that card and on that return address was Mark. This is another tobacco bombing from Mark in Rhode Island, who had sent me a phenomenal box of stuff earlier in the summer. You, sir, I am so blessed by everything that you have sent me. I don't know what to say other than thank you. I'm so appreciative of it because you have really gone out of your way. I mean, this isn't like, you know, this isn't the cheap stuff. I really appreciate it. It's totally unnecessary. I don't know what to do to return the favor, to be quite honest. I'm totally blessed. And so all I can say is thank you. Thank you. This is an incredible gift that you've sent my way, as was the one earlier several months ago. So Mark in Rhode Island, thank you so much. You know, folks, the YTPC is just one of the kindest communities. It really is. I'm so appreciative of everything that folks have sent my way, and I know I've threatened it before, but I have to maybe put a moratorium on folks sending me stuff because I'm backlogged. I've got some stuff that I received and I've got to go look through it. I don't know, some of it might have been for an order I placed or an order or two. Some of it may have been gifts. I like to do I'm behind on my box openings. I figured I had to do this one today because it arrived here at the church and I needed to just get it done. And because I spent 45 minutes, almost an hour actually, trying to figure out who it was from, I said, well, I'm going to pound this video out today and get a thank you up to Mark in Rhode Island for incredible generosity. You truly have blessed me, my friend, and I'm very appreciative. I'm telling you, it's been a blessing today. And I'm counting them. I'm counting waking up with the Saints 4 and 1. Woo! Who dat? I'm counting the blessing of my boy Drew Brees, the all-time leader in the NFL for passing yards. I am not afraid to give him the title of GOAT, greatest of all time. And I know there's some folks out there who are probably Brady fans. And I'll pray for you. I'm so sorry. just a little fun in football. Drew, let me tell you what. Drew Brees is a blessing to this community here in Southeast Louisiana. The guy is a class act, an absolute class act. It's beyond, my admiration for him is beyond the football part of it. And I love football. It's well beyond that. If you guys saw him interacting with his 4 children and his wife yesterday on the sidelines after he broke the record, that is genuine Drew Brees. The guy is he is a class act. I'm not saying he's a perfect man. Okay, none of us are. He is a great, great guy. And so for all that he's done down here in this community, I just have to sing his praises. Great guy. So I woke up with that blessing still. I was still smiling from the win, and then getting to church and having my Women's Guild president bless me with some Reese's peanut butter cups. Life's good. And then having the blessing of being able to offer Holy Eucharist for my ladies today. And then to check the mail and find this from Mark in Rhode Island. I don't know what else to say. I do want to offer some prayers up. I've been thinking about the Peaches 13 and hoping everything is getting better with them. Also some prayers. I don't want to get too specific, but Brad, I want you to know that you still remain in my prayers, you and your family. I hope everything is improving with hospital stuff. And there's some others who I've been in contact with. Our friend Drew of the Shed is having some testing done. And I don't think this is anything that is, highly confidential. So I won't get into the details, but pray for him. If you're the praying type, Drew's a little bit under the weather, and they're doing some testing on him to see what's going on with him, and hopefully they can find that out and knock it down and get him back up and running the way he needs to be. I say I don't think it's all that confidential because he posted in social media. So so some prayers for Drew, and gosh, there was it seemed like there was somebody else out there. But you know, anyway, folks, this is a beautiful community we're in, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it. You guys are so kind. It's almost impossible to repay the kindness that one receives in this community. It just exponentiates. It's incredible. So I have rambled. I'm going to stop rambling. I just wanted to get this video completed so that I could properly thank Mark in Rhode Island. I don't know how to properly thank Mark in Rhode Island other than to just say thank you. This is what you have sent me this time and last time is just above and beyond anything. So you know what? Hey, I'm going to ask you to pray for one more thing. My youth here at this church, I love them. They're great. And they have started something called Socktober. They came up with this on their own, although I don't think it's their own original invention. This has been done elsewhere by others, I believe. But what they're doing is they're collecting socks, unused, new socks. They're bringing them in. They built these boxes. One box has old people written on it. One box says youth. And they've challenged everybody who's not a youth in the church to bring in socks, unused, new, to see who can bring in the most during the month of Socktober or October. And then they're going to take those socks and get them delivered to, we've got a few identified shelters around here. One is called Grace House, which is for ladies. One is Bridge House, which is a homeless shelter for men. One is the Free Indeed Home, which is a very important shelter in our area. It's at an undisclosed location. And what they do is they rescue girls from sex trafficking, which we unfortunately have more than our fair share of, particularly in the French Quarter. And so we're going to get these socks distributed out to those in need. It turns out that socks, believe it or not, and I know probably most of us take it for granted that we have socks, but socks are one of the most needed items in shelters and homeless shelters and such. So God bless the youth here in the church that I pastor for them to come up with this mission project during October. Pray for them. It's probably not worth it to ship socks across the country. I know somebody's going to say, hey, I want to participate. If you really do, let me know and I'll figure out a way that you can get them over here. But maybe it would be easier for you to just do it in your community, a Socktober type event, and help out a local shelter that may be in need. So that's just another blessing that does my heart good, to know that we're reaching these kids and they're getting it and they're coming up with ways to bless other people that you just don't know. As a member of clergy, as someone a shepherd who oversees a flock, oh man, what a blessing to see kids doing that kind of stuff. It's so easy these days and you see it all over social media and in the news and such. People rag on kids. They're good kids out there, folks. Most of them are really good kids. So pray for them over here at Good Shepherd and their mission project for Socktober. I'm beaming with that. I just thought I'd share it with you. So anyway, this has gone on much too long. I'm really going to get to signing off now. All right. So thank you to Mark in Rhode Island, an incredible blessing that you sent my way. Really appreciate it. Padre Piper, wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessing.